Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 812, Rubberducking, which is a computer software debugging method where you use natural speech to talk through it. All right. Sandy's not here. He's out in front of the pellet stove because it's running because it's cold out. All right. Is it really a story or just a cool idea? It's great to have cool ideas, but how do they pan out to be a whole story? Something that you're going to commit a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year of your life to writing. So all that spare time you spend writing, is it worth it? Is it a cool idea or more? And with your idea, have you selected the right protagonist, the right enemy, the bad guy? What about the that's your hero, protagonist. Antagonist is the bad guy. So have you picked the right counterparts, the right hero, the right bad guy? Are you playing it off well? Now, do you have a beginning? Usually the cool ideas have this cool beginning or just a great setup, the pinnacle of the story, but they don't have that beginning and end. What's the setup? You can kind of see it, but you don't have the full details. So you start writing and it's really slow. You're not getting the words. You're meandering. You've got all these side tracks going on because you don't know what the start looks like. You know, here's the highlight, but where do we start? So beginning, middle, end. Write the beginning, write the end, have your highlight, have your cool idea in there, but that cool idea has to be just one element of an overall full buffet, a full banquet that you're going to deliver to the reader. You want a number of plots, subplots with your main backbone of the story. You want characters that people can relate to, antagonist, protagonist, the good guys, the bad guys. So if your story isn't ready, what then? You get it ready, or you come up with a different idea. I would suggest you not start writing until you have a full story or close to one. You don't have to have it completely fleshed out to then start writing because you've already kind of written it. Outlines that are extremely long, like 10, 20,000 word outlines. There, you've written the whole story, but now you've got to go back and rewrite the story, filling in all those holes, adding details, adding elements. That's kind of hard work, but that's what makes you a writer as opposed to a thinker. Thinkers don't get paid for their work, usually. Socrates, Plato, those guys, thinkers. But they had to write it down because otherwise we wouldn't know who they were. So you got your great idea, beginning, middle, end, protagonist, your hero, antagonist, the bad guy. And the bad guy doesn't have to be completely bad, just one little element of bad. There probably is they're probably people that you can relate to. And those make the best antagonists. So if the story is ready, what then? You got to get down to the hard work of writing it. Got your beginning, middle, end, get it down. Set things up. Don't do info dumps to start. Do something exciting. Ask a question that can only be answered the rest of the story. Set it up so your intro paragraph is what tells people what the story's about. It's the best of times, it was the worst of times. That's it. Okay, what's that mean? You got to read the whole book to get there. Tale of Two Cities by Thickens. Highly recommended. So there it is, Rubberducking. Talking through the great idea of a story. Is it a great idea or is it a full story? You want a full story, beginning, middle, and end, great characters, and you want to write it. There you go. Any questions about Rubberducking? Ask a software engineer. They'll tell you how they go through their process to make sure that when they're investing the time to write this program, that they're doing it for a full program and not just one cool, nifty idea. Peace, fellow humans.